welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today I am here with another Valentine's Day look with 3 different lip options, and yeah, I guess if you would like to know how I got this makeup look and 3 lip options that I've chosen, then please keep watching. As always, I'm starting off by priming my eyelids with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance in Lemon Drop, and this helps the eyeshadow not only pop in colour but helps it last all day without creasing. Then I took my Celestial Powder by Kevyn Aucoin and popped this onto my brow bone for a bit of a highlight, and this is like the perfect amount of shimmer, so it's not like too bam like in your face, but it gives you a nice subtle highlight. And then for the transition colour, I'm using this gorgeous Body Shop bronzer, which is the Honey Bronzer, and it's such a perfect transition colour and also a gorgeous bronzer as well. So I'm just running this along the crease of my eyes and slowly building up the colour to how much I wanted it to be, and of course at the end making sure that both eyes are as even as possible. Then taking Magic Act, which is a Makeup Geek eyeshadow, and it's from their foiled eyeshadow range. I'm putting this onto the whole of my eyelid, like you can see how I'm doing here, and these eyeshadows are incredible. They literally look like I've got a layer of gold foil on my eyelashes. On my eyelids. But yeah, just making sure that they're both even as well. And then going in with my eyelash curlers and curling one eye. You guys know the drill. If you haven't seen my mascara routine, I will link it below. But then I'm going in with my Lash Sensational Mascara and popping about 1 layer of this on because I am going to add falsies. But yep, I'm doing the same thing to the other eye as well. So I am curling the eyelashes and then popping some more mascara on. Now the eyelashes that I used were some Escudo eyelashes, and they were in the style Unforgettable, and I did those off screen, and this is what they look like. They're probably the most natural looking eyelashes I've ever tried. Then grabbing my Perversion eyeliner by Urban Decay, I'm running that along my top waterline. This helps fill in any gaps and just makes your eyelashes look a lot thicker than they actually are. Now I wasn't too happy with the eyeshadow, so I grabbed this shimmer cube from the Body Shop and took the orange shade and decided to run that along the crease so the 2 colours were blended in really well. I felt like this little tip and trick that I used to blend the colours worked really well for the final look, and I also decided to add the same colour into the outer corner just so that all the colours were nicely blended. And I didn't want to add a wing eyeliner, but I did take my Maybelline Master Precise liquid liner and just lined my eyelashes ever so slightly, and this just made them kind of stand out and the eyelashes stand out even more. So it's not any kind of fancy wing or anything like that, but just a simple top liner. Moving straight onto the face, I'm first using this Insta Blur by the Body Shop and putting that on to all of my face, and this acts as not only a primer but it kind of helps blur out your foundation in pictures and things, which is really cool. So I applied that first and then applied this colour corrector by Max Factor on any kind of redness kind of areas that I had going on my chin, like you can see here, and then I also kind of slightly blended that out with my finger. Then taking this YSL ink Fusion Ink foundation. I can't remember the full name for it, but I will link it below. But I popped this onto the main areas of my face and then just blended that all away with my Real Techniques buffing brush. And I kind of felt like this foundation was looking a bit too matte for my liking, so I went in and added a little bit of my MAC Face and Body on top of that, just to add a really tiny little bit of glow. And yeah, I was quite happy with the coverage, so I didn't end up adding anything extra to my face. Then taking this MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC20, I popped this on underneath my eyes in the triangle shape as I usually do, and kind of blended it away as much as I could with my finger, and then applied it to my chin, my nose, my forehead, and blended this all in again with the same Real Techniques buffing brush. Then it was time to move on to the contour, and I used the Clinique Chubby Stick and used this to kind of carve out my face. So I used it slightly on the hollows of my cheeks and then also ran this along my hairline my jawline, and then I also decided to slightly contour my nose, and I also popped a little bit just above my cupid's bow. And then went in with a Zoeva, I think it's a contour brush, but I will leave a link to it in the info box below. But I used that to blend all the lines away, making sure that it was nice and seamless, but it wasn't too blended away that like all my work was undone. And then went in with the same buffing brush to make sure there were no harsh lines. Then to set the contour, I used my Crushed Walnut eyeshadow by Natural Collection and just popped this on to the areas that I had already placed the cream contour. I decided to add a little bit of bronzer to my face as well, so I used the same Body Shop bronzer in Honey Bronze and popped this on to my kind of like my cheekbones and the kind of areas that I contoured, and this is the darkest shade if you guys are wondering. And then for blusher I used my favourite NARS blusher, which is this one this one called Dolce Vita, and I'm popping this on to my cheeks and then blending the colour away with that same buffing brush because it was a little bit harsh. Then taking the Celestial powder, I'm adding that as a highlight to my cheeks, and then I also decided to run this along my nose and also a little bit on my forehead, my cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin. And then I took this Makeup Geek pigment, which is in the shade New Year's Eve, which is such a gorgeous creamy gold sparkly colour, and added it to my inner corners of my eyes just to make them really stand out and sparkle. And then taking that same Crushed Walnut eyeshadow, I'm running that along the rest of my lash line just to make sure that all the colours are nicely blended in together. And then not forgetting to line my eyes as well, and I used the nude eyeliner by Rimmel, and I kind of felt something was missing on my lower lash line, so I did go in with a little bit of that same orange colour again and applied that to where the two colours met, so the gold and the Crushed Walnut colour, just that it was nice and normal looking. Then taking my mascara again, I'm just applying this on to my lower lashes because if you guys have watched any of my tutorials in the past, you'll know that I love doing this and I love layering it up. And I totally forgot to set my concealer, so I'm going in with my Ben Nye Banana Powder and just applying that to the areas that I concealed underneath my eyes, and also got rid of any fallout. So onto the lips. I've got 3 options of lip colours for this, and the first lip colour is actually this lip and cheek stain, which is in the shade Poppy Red by Body Shop, and it's probably one of the most comfortable red lips that I've ever worn. It literally feels like you're wearing a lip balm, and it's so comfortable to wear, and it just is so Valentine's-y, even if that's a word. But I absolutely love this shade, and it just looks really stunning with the whole look. The second lip were these 2 shades here, so I used this Sephora lipstick, which is in the shade number 8, which is such a gorgeous nudie pink colour. And then I topped it off with this Gerard Cosmetics lip gloss in the shade Buttercream, and it's such a really nice kind of girly romantic look, and the pink lips just are perfect for this. And then for the third and final lip colour for this makeup look, I went with one of my favourite MAC shades of all time, and that is a Rebel. And it's such a beautiful kind of a winey plum colour, and it's just so beautiful, and it really went with my top that I was wearing, so this is the reason why I picked this one. But that is the third and final look, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this Valentine's Day tutorial with 3 different lip options. And yeah, I really hope you all have a wonderful Valentine's Day no matter what you're doing, and I guess I will see you all in my next video. Bye!